Okay, see, you hate it or you love it, the terminal is where all the power is. I know you can use Copilot on your chat window, on your IDE, but that still doesn't give you the power that you need as a developer. That is why some of my friends are using NeoVim, Vim, and all that. So here's the thing. I use AI daily for coding, getting fresh ideas for my startup or your small project. I use it to write commit messages on GitHub because I don't have that time. And my go-to tool, AI tool that I use on a daily basis is GitHub Copilot. Now, initially, the only way you have to use Copilot is by installing the GitHub Copilot extension on machine or your IDE to be specific. And then this will allow you to have a chat panel on the right side bar of your IDE where you can use the GitHub Copilot AI tool in 3 modes. 1, ask mode. Number 2, edit mode. Number 3, addend mode. In the ask mode, you simply have a conversation, more like you can just log into chat.openai.com and then ask question and get response to your concerns. Number 2 is edit mode, which will go into your code files and edit the files that you have, but then you choose what to keep and what to discard. Number 3 is the OG addend mode, which will go to your files, make changes, and even create new files. Further on top, it can also save your files, commit them, and even open a peer request on your GitHub repository. Now, the good news is we now have the Copilot CLI tool, which means you can now have the power of Copilot on your terminals. And as a developer, you know the power that comes with having the AI tool on your terminal. You can basically do everything on your terminal using this AI tool. Give it prompts, and it will simply do whatever it was doing on your chat window. Now, this Copilot CLI tool is still on preview mode, public preview, which means you can still expect a number of changes or to change here and there because it is still on preview mode. Now, to use Copilot, you simply need to sign in to your GitHub account and then install the CLI. So if you install the CLI, you simply log in and then you will start using your CLI tool. And that is what I'm going to show you today, how you can bring your Copilot from IDE to your terminal to have more powers over your AI tool. So let's dive in and let me show you how to install GitHub Copilot CLI and give it your first commands or prompts. Now this tutorial will demonstrate how to install GitHub Copilot CLI, how to use it, how to set up the banner whenever you launch it, and how to use it to help you write softwares or help you in your coding, or you can call it your pair programmer. The good thing about this Copilot, it's on the CLI. So first thing, let's go to our browser and then just type Copilot CLI. And it will give you results here, and then click on the first search result, that is Copilot CLI. So you see here, this one has the landing page for the CLI tool, and this is how it looks like when you first launch it on your computer. So without wasting time, we're just going to install now to take us to the documentation or GitHub page where we have the official repo maintained for the GitHub Copilot CLI, and we have the instructions here to use to install it, that is npm install globally GitHub Copilot. So I'm going to fire up my terminal using Control Alt and T, and then we are going to just install our Copilot CLI globally. So what I'm going to do here, copy that and then come to my terminal here. Let me zoom in so that you can see what I'm doing. Let me zoom in, and then we can paste it here and then press enter. So while you do that, you have to take note that there are prerequisites for installing Copilot CLI. You must have Node.js version 22 or higher, npm version 10 or higher, and if you're using Windows, you must have PowerShell version 6 or high, and also you must have an active Copilot subscription to be able to use CLI. So let's go to terminal here, and while it's downloading, let's check our Node version. So we have 22.20, which meets the requirements, and then also we check the npm version 11.60, which is way above 10, which is required. So let's see what we have. Now we have Copilot installed, and to launch it, we just type Copilot, and that should launch the Copilot CLI on our terminal, or you can launch it from anywhere you want to. So let me zoom out that we can see what we have on the terminal, or what you get. you get welcome to Copilot CLI, the version and the commit log, and then basically some information on what Copilot can help you do. It can help you write, test, debug code right from your terminal. And then you can just confirm that you trust the folder by clicking yes. And then you see right now I'm connected to GitHub MCP server and logged in as Osego Tech. Now this is because I had installed Copilot earlier, the Copilot CLI earlier. That is why I'm already logged in. So what I'm going to do is to exit, and then I'm going to show you how it looks when you first launch it after installation. So let me just exit here. Before I exit, I want to log out. So to log out or to pass any command with the CLI, you need to use the // and then type what you want to do. In this case, I want to log out. So I'm going to select log out, and then you see you have been logged out successfully, disconnected from GitHub MCP server. And then the next thing I can now exit, just type exit, and that exits shut down. So let me clear this and relaunch Copilot one more time. Copilot, and that should give us the same information. That should give us the same information that we had for the first time. And then, as always, just trust this folder, say yes. And then now you see it tells us please use login command to sign into Copilot. But before that, I will exit one more time and do something different that you expect to see. Why are we not seeing the banner that we are having here? Why are we not seeing this? So coming back here, I'll just exit again, shutting down, and then clear. So what happens? For the first time that you'll be launching Copilot, you will see that animated banner. But for the subsequent launches, you won't see that banner. That is why when I launched mine, you were not able to see that animated banner. But if you love animations, you can always use an option in your command while launching Copilot to enable that banner all the time. So how do I do that? I will do that by typing Copilot and then -- or flag banner. Then you press enter. Fantastic. So that will give you this animated banner. You see the animations. And then as always, you need to just accept that you trust this folder, say yes. And then for the first time, you want to be logged in. So you need to pass the command to log in. How do you do that? You press / and then type log in. Then you have to choose how do you want to log in. Do you want to log in using a GitHub account, or do you want to log in using GitHub Enterprise Cloud with Delta Residency? In my case, I want to use github.com. So I will press github.com, and that will give me these instructions here. First thing I need to do is to copy this, or press any key to copy to the clipboard and open the browser. So I will press any key. Let me press F. Talking about the CLI. So I will need to press any key here to launch to open this in the browser. I hope it has opened it here, and you see here I just need to sign in, clicking continue, and then I will be prompted for a code. So I have to get back to my terminal here and look for a code, copy, and then go back to the browser where I'm logging in to authenticate, and then continue. Then I need to authorize GitHub to accept that. Then using my GitHub mobile account or mobile app, I can authorize that request. Because I can't get that prompt on my phone. Actually, I know the password. Let me just type it in. Exactly. Congratulations. You are all set. If I come back to my terminal, you will see what's happening here. Fantastic. So I'm connected to GitHub MCP server and then signed in successfully as Osego Tech. You can now use Copilot. So basically that is how you can install GitHub Copilot CLI. That will give you the ability to use the Copilot on a terminal, just like you are using other agentic tools or CLI tools like Cloud CLI or GitHub CLI or even the Gemini CLI. Now that is it. Installed Copilot CLI, test it, log in, and then watch out for the next video where I'm going to build a portfolio website using GitHub Copilot CLI. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching till the end. Osego Codes signing out.